Every year, we see the release of secular family entertainment that promotes anti-Christian values. The secular world has fully embraced popular media entertainment, screaming fanatically for more. Millions of people stream to the theaters to see the sequels of Shrek or Harry Potter. Popular computer games such as Warcraft and Halo are owned by countless families and have also entered the homes of thousands of Christians. But mixed with this secular entertainment is an underlying message promoting anti-Christian morals. As the body of Christ, we want to encourage good character, morality, loving and caring relationships, consideration for others, creativity, diligence, and faith in God. The messages carried through media entertainment are not in alignment with our Christian principles. They promote an opposing set of values, discourage admirable qualities such as honesty, chastity, perseverance, and respect, and support the premise that there is no God. The church as a whole consumes far too much secular media. Many Christians enjoy the short-term entertainment of secular media, but have not realized the long-term negative effects of its worldly message. The main danger of this underlying message is that it blinds us to the truth, making unwise choices and dangerous situations appear harmless or even desirable. When any of us face a new situation, we tend to copy the successful actions we have observed in other people. Movies and television provide another set of these precedents, but the choices they portray as trustworthy can have long-lasting, painful consequences in real life.
You're not coming home with me. I live alone. My swamp. Me. Nobody else. Understand? Nobody.
In the recent movie Shrek, the main characters are each self-serving, self-centered figures, yet they are portrayed as heroes. Many of today's films promote heroes who perform awesome deeds, but who do not have godly character. If the heroes we watch seem to be worthy of being copied, but are flippant towards sin and deception, exemplify wrong relationships, and are disrespectful and disloyal, how will we and other young people know to choose a better path? On the whole, secular media influences our lives and behavioral choices for the worse. Limitless entertainment is a killer for self-motivation and creativity. For example, some of my friends are allowed unlimited computer game time. Now, after hundreds of hours of computer games, these friends are not self-motivated and lack diligence and perseverance in creative activities. The anti-Christian message of the media, then, is contrary to the goals of the Christian and the church as a whole. What can we do to remedy this? As the first step, we must recognize that the synthetic reality presented in the media is completely fabricated and seldom represents real life. As a foreigner in Japan, I have had the unique opportunity to work as a model in advertising and commercials. Working alongside professionals, I have had the privilege of seeing the media-making world from the inside. In addition, I have worked with video making, photo enhancing, and acting myself. This has helped me to realize that the finished products in advertising and media have only a thin connection to real life, since every bit is intentionally planned, replanned, adjusted, edited, and filled with propaganda. For example, even in the most dynamic commercials, all excitement and action must be artificially added. Actors are paid to laugh and smile at nothing and be surprised over and over again. Most of the time, models care nothing about the actual product they appear to so highly recommend. Often, when two actors appear to be sharing an intimate moment, at least a dozen film crew members are there as well, tending to a multitude of details. Realizing that the media is truly just a fabrication, we must take the time to judge the media's input against the true standard of the Bible. If the media's goals and principles are not going to become our own, then we have to take the time to sift out and reject the bad examples and false principles that are presented to us by the media. This takes time. Most people do not realize the full influence of secular media and do not take the time to filter its input, and as a result, easily fall prey to the media's agenda. To effectively filter out the fallacies of secular media, it is imperative that we limit the quantity of such media that we allow into our lives. If I attempt to digest too much too fast, the secular message is overwhelming, and I can no longer keep my own principles free from the influence of the world. Just as I cannot survive on a steady diet of chocolate, I cannot survive spiritually on a steady diet of entertainment. As a family, we have made the effort to reduce the influence of media in our lives and replace it with useful practices and pastimes. To do so took conscious effort and some sacrifice, but we have seen excellent results. For example, instead of buying computer games, my dad purchased professional software and set us kids loose to learn how to use it. In fact, the only video games that I could play without restraint were the ones that I created myself. As a result, I have developed useful skills in the areas of video editing, website design, programming, and 3D animation. I found the challenge of mastering such skills just as enjoyable as the challenge of conquering computer game kingdoms. Instead of inhibiting my creativity, diligence, and self-motivation, these purposeful pursuits help to build them. As the body of Christ, individually and collectively, we need to understand the truth, recognize the very present danger embodied in secular entertainment, and make the effort to deal with it effectively. With God's grace, it is possible to keep the good in media without being overwhelmed by its negative influence.